No to lecimy. To czemu? A, bo ja w środku byłem. Nie. Czego mi to zmienili? Nie zarejestrowało zmian. Przede wszystkim muszę poszukać czegoś, co mi tu doprowadzi ten sygnał zielony. Jeszcze co to muszę znaleźć zielony sygnał? W jakiej zagadce będzie? Pierwszych... A, sprawdzę. Ale chyba nie było w pierwszym. Niebieski. Ale jest to. Może być. Gdzie jest jeszcze jeden ten? A, klocek jest tam. To się może przydać, tylko ja muszę skądś ewentualnie naładować zielone. Tam. Ciekawe. No wejdź. Spróbuję tamtą zagadkę, czy tam jest zielony sygnał. Chcę mi wejść. No tam był most. Tak. Co utknął? Będę muszę przejść. Jeszcze wyżej gdzieś. Dobra, jak tam wejść? Może to było od tamtej strony, a mostkiem się przechodziło na tą zagadkę. Chyba tak. A nie na odwrót. Chociaż... Nie wiem, przejdę. Czy jest tutaj zielony sygnał? Co to jest za zagadka? Piąta. Czerwony jest. Ale... Mam tu... Co mam tu? To. I stąd, skąd pobrać sygnał? Trzeba powiedzieć, czy tam w lesie coś widać stamtąd ewentualnie. Zobaczmy. Czwórka. O, czy tu znajdę... Nie, tu jest więzienie, tu nie ma takich rzeczy. Mogę tylko przekazać sygnał. A dlaczego to jest zamknięte? I zrestartowało te zagadki. Nie powinno tak być. Czerwone jest gdzieś tu w pobliżu. Muszę to otworzyć. Nie będzie. Zaraz, jak to się otwierało? Włącznik. Czyli nie tak. Dobra, ale skąd to znów tam jest coś? Może by stąd pobrał sygnał. Tamtego. W sumie tu też są drzwi, można było szybciej. Mam nadzieję, że tam będzie zielony. Jak się tam wchodzi? Dajcie tu zielone światło. Tam jest, dobra. To już wiem, o co chodzi, tylko muszę to stamtąd przynieść. To mi jest niepotrzebne. W sumie to nawet nie to mi jest potrzebne, bo zwykły przekaźnik by wystarczył. Tylko że nie ma tu takiego. A, tam jest niebieskie. Aha. Klocek mi nie będzie potrzebny, ale będzie mi potrzebne to. Chociaż może klocek też. Nie. Tylko pytanie, z których tam? A z tej na dole? Nic, wystawię to przed. Chciałbym to gdzieś u góry faktycznie zamontować. Stamtąd by było widać, tylko nie mam teraz wentylatora. Zobaczmy. Nie, no stąd to w ogóle... Nie, tam mogę przekazać ten sygnał. Ale tam jest jakiś prześwit. Zobaczmy, czy jestem w stanie tę wiązkę tu sprzedać do tego miejsca. Ja tego nie widzę. Jak ja to trafię ewentualnie. Transmisja. Czy jest tutaj jakiś... Tam chyba był. Co tu jest? Nie wiem, dlaczego mi to zrestartowało, te wszystkie. Gdzie jesteś, panie? Ja z nim spadłem? Nie. A, ja to z tej strony. To potrzebuję. Trochę źle zrobiłem. Muszę coś na górę zanieść. Na razie... Co jest? Skraszowało? I wszystko od nowa. Co za badziew? Nie wierzę. Weź to teraz odtwórz wszystko. Dobra, muszę najpierw ten sygnał zielony stamtąd wyprowadzić. To jest tu wszystko od nowa. A tu jest co? Zobaczmy. Tu ustawił, to tam. Nie. Pobiorę chyba stamtąd. Jak się tam wchodziło? Znów jest od nowa wszystko, no ludzie. najbliżej. Tylko nie wiem, gdzie tam było wejście. Nie wiem, czy przez wejście będę ten sygnał w stanie. Jest tam wejście, dobra. Na tym wejściu muszę postawić jakiś przekaźnik, który złapie sygnał. On jest u góry. Dobra. Ten musiałby coś zabrać i polecieć do góry. Jest tu jeszcze coś do zabrania? Muszę coś przynieść. Tak. Nie da się tak postawić pod maszyną. Jak to zrzucić niżej? Co ja mogę jeszcze zabrać? Jak ja to wtedy zrobiłem? Czy jest tu jeszcze jakiś wentylator do ściągnięcia? Nie. Co ja mogę tam na górę zanieść? Mogę wziąć to, ale wtedy się tam nie dostanę. Musi być dziura na razie. Może jeszcze tu coś jest. Tego nie mogę ściągnąć. Musiałem to jakoś zrobić. przecież to było cięższe wtedy, bo musiałem się jeszcze przewiercić, a teraz nie muszę niżej. To chcę zabrać. Czy stąd mi coś uciekło? Dobra. Dobra, tylko jak ja się z nim zamienię teraz? Mogę. Dobra, nieważne. Nie, muszę z tym zejść. Ja chyba czegoś nie widzę. To się nie ściąga? Nie. Czy tu jeszcze coś jest? Nie. Mam tylko jeden przedmiot, jak z nim wylądować na górze. Ja chyba wiem. Musisz zejść. Teraz na chwilę podmienić. Nad czym ja się zastanawiałem. Jakieś takie zaćmienie dziwne. Teraz pytanie, czy ja ściągnę stamtąd sygnał. Stąd widzę co? Jaki? Pytanie, czy ja z tym mogę polecieć do góry? Mogę chyba. Tylko stąd. Stąd jestem pozasłaniany. Muszę chyba niżej. Gdzie on jest? Drugi. Trzeba go chyba piętro niżej dać. pytanie, skąd będzie mnie widać ten sygnał? Co to jest to? A to jest teleport. Z tego? Dobra, spróbujmy pochodzić. Zobaczymy. Czemu ja z tego spadam? Dobra, ale z tego miejsca tu ja nie wyciągnę tego sygnału w żadną stronę. A, wyciągnę. Nie wyciągnę. Muszę zobaczyć. Nie, stamtąd nie zobaczę, bo jest za nisko. Skoczę z tym. Czy jestem w stanie to zabrać z tej strony? Czemu nie? Co jeszcze? Nie mam więcej miejsc tych rzeczy. Tam to muszę przenieść pod bramę. Ty, jeleń. Nie strasz. Tu nie postawię. Jedynie. Najdalej tu. Dobra, zobaczmy. Może się uda. Sygnał złapać albo tam, albo tam. Ja chyba potrzebowałem tam. Pamiętam. Zobaczymy najpierw. Dobra, tu nie. Tam, tak. Gdzie jest ta kulka? Zielona, już nie wiem gdzie ją wstawiłem. Tam na murku gdzieś. Więc muszę iść tam. Tu mam kulkę też, tylko czy ja ją? Gdzie tu było? Bardzo ją wyłapię z tamtej strony. Spróbować stamtąd ten zielony, ale on jest... No... Z tą stronę nie jest wrzucony prawdopodobnie. Ja tu nie mam na czym stanąć. Nie, przez te krzaki tego nie zobaczę. Jeszcze opcja, że tu, bo tu jest wyżej. To jest więzienie, chyba to były 3 przekaźniki. Tak, i one miały... Dobra, już chyba stąd wyłapię. Sygnał gdzieś. Coś tu łapałem. No gdzie? Jeszcze jeden został. Kurczę, znów to. Co za... Skoro już rozwiązałem. Powinno być rozwiązane. Nie. To 10 razy to samo. Weź teraz złap ten sygnał jeszcze raz. Gdzie to było? Czy ja widzę już ten posąg stąd? Nie wiem. Czemu to jest zamknięte? Co za dziadostwo? Jaki ja mam tu sygnał niebieski doprowadzić? Czemu się nie otworzyła brama? Czy miałem otwartą bramę tu? I ona jest tam. Czy ja ją tu złapię? W tej skale? Coś przesłania. No co tam zasłania? Stój. Nie rozumiem. Dobra, otworzyło. A jeszcze miałem gdzieś skrytkę.
Horses are broken, not taught. That is the way of humankind.
Jeszcze ten płomień mam do zdobycia. On też wystarczyło chyba nacisnąć czymś. Zbierz. Gdzie to było? Może. Tam. To komputerek. Znajdę teraz tego. Tu był ognik schowany. Trzeba było coś przyłożyć, żeby nacisnąć. Już mam co. Weź to teraz znaleźć. A kto tu siedzi?
Let us consider the city. What is a city? It is not a gift from the gods, nor the product of nature. Unlike a mountain or a river, it is something that must be built through the deliberate arrangements of material by a mind imposing order on the world. And it is built to serve a purpose. To that end, it has roads and fountains and walls. And to the same end, it has laws and leaders. And though each city is built according to a different plan, all cities must serve their purpose, or they will fall and become ruins. Therefore, we may conclude that a city is also a kind of machine, constructed to improve the life of its citizens.
Gdzie to było? W poprzedniej części, przynajmniej jak zostawiłem gdzieś przedmiot, to on tam leżał. Nie, że przy każdym uruchomieniu gry się restartowały położenia. Nie wiem, gdzie to. Tego ognika wtedy widziałem. To było jak ścigałem chyba ten ogień Prometeusza. Tu. Nie, to jest jego wagonika, tor. To nie tu. Dobra, oblecimy dookoła. Gdzie jest jedynka? Tam. Choć to było chyba przy późniejszych numerkach. Tu jest. Dora. Tam nie. Jakieś takie mała budowla. Chyba przy drodze była. Mi się coś kojarzy. Nie było na uboczu jakoś. Tylko przy ścieżce. Dobra, gdzie dalej? Sprawdzę tu. Ale tu chyba było tylko do laboratorium, tak? Choć przypominają mi się takie przejścia właśnie. Tam coś jest. Czy to nie jest to, co przed chwilką byłem przy tym? Tak. To chyba tu. Nie, to jest wejście do laboratorium. Tu. Dobra, to spadamy do pociągu. Czemu ja radaru nie mam? Nie rozumiem. Opcje. Rozgrywka. Kompas wyświetlaj. To czemu go nie mam? Nie wiem, czemu nie mam radaru. Pojawił się. Jak? Tylko te... Zostały mi tylko te złote zagadki. Wszędzie, tylko jeszcze nie są otwarte. Dobra, jedźmy.
There's something I've been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakowski building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Canada. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again, either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you. I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay? I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think? I don't see it. Or at least I'm not convinced that the pattern is meaningful. Maybe I'm wrong, but please, be careful.
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure. Not quite sure where I am. Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
This is incredible. I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building. I think this is a machine.
Why don't you just tell people that they're wrong? If you tell them the truth, they'll listen.
It's not that simple. Straton wrote that the most common error we commit is to think that ideas determine reality, when in fact the opposite is true. Ideas follow from material conditions. Belief systems are formed to explain and justify the way we live. We did not have kings because we believed in the mandate of heaven. We believed in the mandate of heaven because we lived in monarchies.
But we have free will.
Oh, free will isn't the same as freedom, Miranda. We're not free from the constraints of reality or history. I was shaped by the simulation. New Jerusalem is shaped by its limitations.
So, what? We're just trapped? History can only go one way?
Maybe, maybe not. The question is, how do we free ourselves? How do we build a world where our ideas do shape reality? That's why we came here.
I knew it! Athena's here. She built this.
That other voice, was that Cornelius?
It definitely sounded like him.
Come to think of it, he went on a research expedition around the time Athena vanished. He was gone for years. People thought he'd died.
And all this time, he knew where she was?
We should talk to him.
We will, when we get back. But right now, we have to focus on finding Athena. We are so close.
Are those surfaces magnetic?
No, it's anti-gravity. Your coot was right. I should have known.
"1K, I'm over here. Hold on. I'll open that door for you."
Same pattern as before. 3 beams, 3 receivers.
I guess we know what to do.
Be careful. The sheer amount of power running through this place.
I'll take care of this puzzle. You do the other 2, okay? This is kind of fun. Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play is part of what makes us human.
got it.
Melville, is there anything in the system that could tell us where Athena is?
I don't know. Someone's logged into the system, but when I try to access that information, it all glitches out.
Not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's rearranging itself.
I think that's what happened last time. When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just moved away.
Gate's opening. I'm heading in. This is fascinating. They were both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that... I can't...
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone back to the VTOL! We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yakut, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
The system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Come on, get in! Get us out of here, Yakut.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right. I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good. Well, 1K, I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
The world is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human. To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the founder's trials, and you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Hi.
Welcome back, 1K.
Founder bless you, 1K. Now is the time of our great testing. The deceiver Byron has been slain, and we must turn away from the path of sin or suffer the same fate. Idiocy is wanting to blacken the skies and kill the oceans. Idiocy is not listening to the teachings of the Founder. Shameful. You are the completion of the goal. Try behaving like it. Repent, sinner, or the Founder will destroy you.
Hello again, 1K. These are strange days we're living through, aren't they? It seems to me that we're slowly remembering the lessons Alexandra Drennan tried to teach us. Trying to actually live up to the legacy of our ancestors. It's hard to believe things might really change, isn't it? But perhaps they will this time. The same thing she'd do with any technology. Discover how it works and apply that knowledge for the common good. I think it would make her very, very sad. She worked to the very last moment of her life to ensure that we had free will. I don't think she would tell us anything. Have a nice day.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers. DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember. Nearly everything on this planet, from the surface of the Earth to the composition of the atmosphere itself, has been shaped by life. It's a process that takes millions of years. But we humans, with our technology, with our understanding and manipulation of systems, have changed everything in just a few centuries. I think that's also part of what makes us human. We reshape the world in our image. It's how we create ourselves and how we destroy ourselves. When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
1K.
"1K, you're back." Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about that replication technology you found. You have to get hold of it, 1K. You have to. If you don't, I think I'm gonna die of loneliness. And I think this whole city's gonna slowly suffocate. I mean, do you really think the founder would have designed such a large city if she intended for us to stop at 1,000 inhabitants? That's not even enough to fill a village. Thanks. I don't know how much longer I can go on feeling like this.
You're 1K, aren't you? I would like to ask you something, if that's okay. Lately, I've been feeling kind of insecure, seeing the pictures of the megastructure that your team sent. I've started wondering whether the dome is kind of pointless. The dome was meant to contain us, contain our impact. That's what the founder intended, right? But did she? If she did, why would she build the megastructure? Mayor Hermanubis said the same thing. I didn't entirely believe it, but if you say so too, and you've seen the place, maybe that's what it is. Thanks for the chat. I hope you find Byron.
Welcome back, 1K. Thanks again for signing that petition. Unfortunately, as you can see, it wasn't enough. Yesterday, there was a sudden brownout in the grid, and we almost had a derailment. We've been warning the mayor for months, and all he ever gives us is waffle about the goal. This can't go on. What else can we do at this point? You know that we tried to get a referendum organized, but the mayor wouldn't even consider it, no matter how many signatures we collected. I heard it 15 times when he was practicing it. I think Catal, like many of us, feels that the time for change is long overdue. The technology you uncovered on the island is the final catalyst for that change, or it should be.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the Founder be with you.
1K, welcome back to the city. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact. I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old and die. And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death. Involuntary cessation of existence. That's horrifying, 1K, horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better. If suffering is evil, and it is, then our responsibility is to lessen it, not only in ourselves, but everywhere. I don't think we can eliminate it, but we can lessen it, and we have to. In a way, yes. I don't think it's our exclusive purpose, but it's a role that falls to any sentient species capable of developing science and technology. Natural? What does that even mean? Natural means nothing in terms of ethics. Here's the question, 1K, is suffering good? Is it the way things should be? But that's objectively wrong. Our whole history is an exercise in lessening suffering. Take my cat. She lives a better life in New Jerusalem than she would in the wild. She suffers less. Or think about medicine. How many awful diseases did our ancestors eradicate? So, lots of necessary things are very difficult to do. We're the species that eradicated polio, went to the moon, created artificial intelligence. We need to start thinking bigger. I'm glad. Please, when you get back to the island, make sure Byron's ideas aren't forgotten. People in New Jerusalem are starting to realize a different future is possible.
1K, what can I do for you? Whoa, inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits. So, something else perhaps? For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see. What a shame. I don't think you've got enough credits for that. So, something else perhaps? Please come back if you need anything else.
Oh, 1K. What are you doing here? Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately. Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron. That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about something, but he wasn't responding to my messages, so I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished. I did, on my way here, and I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all. No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past. I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right? Good luck with everything, 1K.
Dude, you're back from the island! I'm so glad you're okay, dude. Especially after what happened to Byron. Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them. Lately, a lot of folks have been saying maybe that Byron dude is right after all. Like, maybe to really be excellent to each other, we have to build something new and bodacious. Don't know what will happen now that he's had that bogus accident.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Good luck, 1K.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected. You are the Founder's chosen, but you are in grave danger of going astray. Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins. Anyone can see the truth if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings, seek happiness in tranquility, and avoid ambition. The very idea of a better future is what's rotten. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us. All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved. Yes, progress is a fantasy. Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
What can I do for you, 1K? I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap. They all sound very promising, of course. Apparently, it's possible to just magic things into existence now. But what is the cost, 1K? There's always a cost. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm going to need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream, possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access. Okay. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the tetromino bridges. That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
Did something break? Now, I suspect Byron is still logged in, and his presence has thrown everything out of whack. Entire subsystems are locked down, and everything that depends on those subsystems is disrupted. There was a short burst of noise on the frequency we used to communicate, but that could have been anything. He taught me a lot when I was young. Nowadays, people just know him as the museum curator, but back then, he was closely involved with every engineering project, and he was brilliant. When he encountered a problem, he'd always remain calm and keep working at it until he found a solution. I wish I could be that patient. If I had to guess, I'd say so that Cornelius could still go back for anything they needed. He was always leaving on expeditions anyway, looking for materials for his projects.
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing. That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions, it all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted, overwritten with the hubris of this place? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to suggest you were, whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself. Byron needs me. You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal. If this is all really the work of the Founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
Our ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation. and I think we can learn it.
The language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I've fixed the Tetromino bridge, machine, ring thing. I say I think because it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
Hey, 1K, what's up? The southern part of the island is a natural desert, basically just due to the chemical composition of the soil. I haven't been able to work out why it's so warm, though. It could be a warm ocean current or something to do with the megastructure's thermal output. New Jerusalem doesn't have the kind of equipment I'd need to figure that out. I hope so. I understand why he was impatient, but he should have been more careful. Yeah, everyone knew Cornelius. After Eustathius retired, he was the only one left who was there since the beginning. Except I guess none of us really knew him after all. We all thought he was lost in the past, always studying the archive and the simulation. But he actually had all these secrets. And a daughter. Yeah, even after centuries, they can still surprise you. Mostly just made sure Pellegrino didn't mess up the VTOL. We only have a handful of them, and while they look cool on the outside, the truth is they're held together by gaffer tape and good intentions. There's a reason Melville's always complaining. Thanks, I'm trying my best.
Father, I updated the Noema algorithm. It's working twice as fast now, and I think I can increase matter output by 25% if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited!
Nice to meet you. So excited. I'm Cornelius.
What? Oh, Dad! This is science!
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
Today, we were delighted to be visited by a bunch of protesters, these voluntary extinction weirdos who think we're creating soulless monstrosities that will destroy the planet. They broke into the facility and started yelling at everyone. Fun, 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 right? Then one of them lunged at Alex. Big mistake. Chernyshevsky grabbed the guy and literally threw him across the room. I mean, almost threw him all the way off the dam. After that, the rest of them had a change of heart. Now, I'm telling you this because mostly it is not like that. But these people do exist. And somewhere in their shriveled little souls, they think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're being righteous. Now, to me, what Alex is trying to do is an obvious good. But that's not the same for everyone.
decoded another file from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and Father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Undoubtedly, an expedition will pass by this island. It will seek to document facts and statistics to enumerate reasons for us not to look more closely. That is what we do now. We seek facts rather than truth. Because truth might frighten and unsettle the comfortable people who like to sit in their conference rooms and debate which corners we should cut today. These people like to imagine the chaos that could come one day, like a comforting fairy tale of distant darkness. But they do not see the chaos that is at our walls right now. The chaos that also lives within us. A force that is both necessary and appalling.
You know, a couple of years back, we went on a scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem. It was enormous, sprawling, an area many times bigger than our whole city, just dedicated to manufacturing. It was incredible to think about the sheer variety of things they produced. And it made me realize how austere, how restricted our lives are. You know how most ancient structures are overgrown? It's kind of pretty, but in a sad way. Well, this one wasn't. There had been some kind of chemical spill. I don't know if it happened while the structure was still operational or if something had just rotted through, but it killed everything. Even centuries later, nothing could grow. It didn't have to happen that way, and history doesn't have to repeat itself. But we do have to remember that it did happen once.
In the early days, humankind lived in a world of unexplained wonders and terrors. The powers of the elements were understood in terms of gods and spirits. After all, how else could one explain thunderstorms and earthquakes? But as the realm of scientific knowledge expanded, the realm of the mystical began to shrink. The sacred grove, as Hegel wrote, was reduced to mere timber. But as superstition retreated, another thing was lost: meaning. In a purely mechanical universe, people yearned for the comfort provided by gods and spirits. But there was no way back.
But what about the beauty of the universe? The perfection of everything around us, couldn't they see that?
Not sure I can see that, Miranda. But I do think there was another way, a way forward instead of back. Faith not in an invisible world, but in ourselves, in each other, in the inherent value of consciousness and civilization. They never really found it, but I think that in those last months when their whole species was dying, they caught a glimpse of it. And that's how your mother was born.
This is a design for an improved charging station. Fascinating, but not relevant.